उद्योग, भारतीय शिक्षण, भारतीय हेल्थकेअर आणि कॉम्प्लिकेटेड प्रश्न सोडवायला चॅलेंज म्हणून जर सुरुवात केली, काम चांगलं असेल, पगार थोडं कमी असेल तरी काम चांगलं असेल, त्याला मान चांगला मिळाला तर कित्येक लोक येतील, पण तो मान पण देत नाही, असा प्रॉब्लेम. तर हे सगळं आपण बदललं पाहिजे. आणखी
Sir, as we hear from everything that Indian people are talented, then to every year 1.5 billion approximately engineers are coming out from India. Roundabout all scenario we can see that. And though Indian Times report says that more than 50% of our engineers are graduates are unemployed. What is the basic reason behind such problem?
The basic reason I think is in the economy, the way we run, we actually organize our economy. When our GDP grew by about 7.3% in the last decade, on the average, the employment grew by 1.3%. Because the entire economy is based on a neoliberal politics, a neoliberal structure, where you produce basically luxury consumption goods, cars and cosmetics and big flyovers and basically for the first 10-20% of the people, all that you produce is essentially for those people, using tremendously high technology, emitting high energy carbon for instance, polluting the environment and employing far less number of people than what ought to be employed. I mean, the ratio of capital input to employment is very poor. Okay, so I think what we need to do, I have a longish kind of answer that I will give, but essentially the small scale industry, the middle level industry and the big industries, there has to be a good linkage. There also has to be a linkage between agriculture, industry and services. If you look at European history or American history, what really happened was agriculture, there was a progress in industries. Not just after industrial revolution, which is a few centuries back, but also continuously in the last century. When industrial improvements took place, there was an improvement in the way you did your agriculture because of pumps and because of the tractors and because of fertilizers and seeds and hundreds of other things. Because of the industrial changes of the progress, the agricultural productivity increased, which essentially meant that you required far fewer people to produce the same produce. Which essentially meant that all those people actually could be used in the cities for industries. So because of the growth in industry, you required more number of people in industries to be working in cities, which were provided by agriculture, because agricultural productivity increased because of the industry, which is why far less number of people were required for agriculture to produce the same product, right? So the same people came in cities and actually provided the kind of labor that was required for agriculture. Same thing happened with the industry and services. Because of services such as information technology and banking and insurance and the likes, the productivity of industry improved, right? Because of information technology and banking and so on, productivity of industry improved tremendously, thereby not requiring as many people in industry and releasing those many people to be working in banking and IT and so on and so forth. So there was a shift from agriculture to industry to services in a very gradual fashion in the last century in Europe and America. That's not what happened in India. In India, we directly took a step from agriculture to services. Therefore, the industry was left neglected. Agriculture is far worse, in fact. Agriculture is tremendously neglected. In fact, only of late, in the last decade or so, last 5 years or so, the agricultural rate of growth has increased. But otherwise, agricultural rate of growth in the last decade was negative. I'm sure you know this. The rate of growth in agriculture was negative and that of services was far higher. So all people were making sort of progress in banking and IT and so on. There was a higher middle class, we were actually earning far more number of, far more money and going abroad and leading lives which were enviable by, for other people. And people in agriculture were languishing in enormous amount of poverty and drought. So that's what the kind of, because there were the linkages between agriculture, industry and services, the kind of linkages which took place in the last century in Europe and America, which is why our whole economic development is lopsided. It's not very smooth. And there are many reasons. I'm actually writing a book on Indian economy, which is 400 pages already, but it'll take a while for me to sort of explain. But basically the reasons are that we use technology which does not employ more number of people. We use huge robotics, enormous amount of technology which emits carbon, which uses energy which is not necessarily energy efficient, and on the top of it we produce the goods which are used by only 15-20% of the people, like cosmetics and soft drinks and cars and things like that. We don't produce things which are used for low cost housing for that matter. We don't do low cost housing because everything is sort of based on what the market can bear, who can buy what. So I think it's a very long kind of discussion, but you're right pointing out that there is a serious problem. The engineering colleges empty, for instance. It's a pity that, for instance, there's enormous amount of illiteracy in India, and there are no teachers that you find who are efficient and there are graduates who are unemployed. I mean, they would be actually employed to teach, and the gap has to be bridged. Any other question?
देशपांडे मी सिव्हिल डिपार्टमेंट कडून आहे. तुम्ही अष्टपैलू व्यक्तिमत्व आहात, म्हणजे तुमचा मॅनेजमेंट इंजिनिअरिंग व्यवस्थापन या सगळ्याचा जो अभ्यास आहे तो सीमित करणार आहे. पण मुसाफिर वाचल्यानंतर तुमची म्युझिक बद्दल तेवढीच अटॅचमेंट आहे, तुम्हाला त्यात जास्ती इंटरेस्ट आहे आणि कुमार गंधर्व तुमचे फेवरेट आहेत आणि त्यांच्याबद्दल तुम्ही असं लिहिलंय की कुमार गंधर्व हे सिंगिंग फॉर द गॅलरी जे टाईप गायक असतात त्यातले नाही. तर त्यांची तुमच्या आवडीची एखादी निर्गुणी किंवा तुम्हाला आवडेल त्या गाण्याच्या 2 ओळी प्लीज आमच्यासाठी गाऊ शकता?
नाही, गाऊ नाही शकता. गाऊ नाही शकतो मी. म्हणजे तुम्ही पळून जा सगळे. नाही, पण म्हणजे मी काय करायचो पूर्वी, बरोबर, राग कसे ओळखायचे याच्याविषयी मी आमच्या IIT असे बसलो असताना आम्ही बसलो, ग्रुप बसलो असायचो. आता मला आवाज पूर्ण गेलेला आहे, आता भाषण देऊन तर पूर्ण गेलाय आणि गेल्या 5 वर्षात तर मी कम्प्लीट केलं. त्या अगोदर मी 40-50 पट जरा बऱ्यापैकी गाऊ शकत होतो, शिट्टी पण वाजवू शकत होतो, पण आता वाजवत नाही. पण एक मला झलक दाखवतो म्हणजे की आता हमीर राग असेल तर तो ओळखायचा कसा. आता पलुस्कर एक चीज होती, ते येईल की मला माहित नाही, बोलून चालणार नाही गॅरंटी. तर पलुस्कर एक चीज होती बघा, सूरजा रही हो सूरजा रही भजन करना जानू सुर की गति में क्या जानू हा असं ओळखायचं राग कसे. असं मी 40-50 रागांचं करायचो, त्याला काय राग होतो नाही पळून जाणं म्हणून. किंवा मल्हारमध्ये जाईल ओ करी आपल्याच दोन्ही. No, thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have seen your versatile personality. I request Bhore sir, sir, we have one tradition that whenever the guest will come, we will take an autograph of that particular guest. So it will be pleasure to have an autograph of you, and that will be with us throughout our life. Now it's time for the vote of thanks. I thank you, our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Achyut Godbole sir, for giving his precision time and for motivating students. I thank for our president, Honorable Advocate Vaibhav Dada Patil. I thankful for our executive director P.T. Patil sir, Mokashe sir, campus director Pooja Patil ma'am, Raviraj sir, principal, all the HR managers who have came from various places, all the staff, HODs, and last but not least, I thankful once again our honorable chief guest Achyut Godbole sir, and here I declare this ceremony is over. Okay, thank you.